So it's been about almost a week since the Ableton Move came out, and I'm not gonna lie, it's giving Novation Circuit. It's giving Novation Circuit. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Nefertiti Gold, and I'm an electronic R&B artist. For today's video, we're going to be talking about the Ableton Move. Yep, we're talking about it. We're talking about it. Shout out to DistroKid for sponsoring today's video. Now, if you've been living under a rock and you don't know, DistroKid is one of the world's leading music distributors, distributing about 1/3 of all of today's music to all streaming platforms. DistroKid offers its members free tools to help promote your music, such as Hyperfollow and promo cards. Hyperfollow allows you to create a Spotify pre-save link that automatically converts to all of the other links of where your music is posted the day that it releases. And promo cards are free visuals that you can use along the way to help promote your release. All of these tools are free to use if you're a DistroKid member, and if you are not, go ahead and check the description below, use my link and get 7% off your first year. In the world of the internet, everything happens really fast, and I know, I'm not the first person here on YouTube to hop on the bandwagon and talk about Ableton Move. And I know there are people who drop their videos within hours of the announcement, but you know what? Mama's got a job. Okay, I was at work. So it's been about almost a week since the Ableton Move came out, and I'm not gonna lie, it's giving Novation Circuit. It's giving Novation Circuit. And don't get me wrong, there is nothing wrong with the Novation Circuit. I have nothing against Novation Circuit. If anything, my apologies to Novation for just catching strays out of nowhere. However, are we being pushed yet again another product that technically already exists? I know.
Nothing new, nothing changed, same old shit.
Now, I don't know if you guys have seen my last video. If you haven't, I'll put the link up. Go ahead and take a watch and make sure you come back. If you're gonna watch it, come back, or finish watching this one and then go watch that one. Now, in that last video, I made some pretty hefty predictions. There were some pictures that did leak on Reddit that I saw maybe like not even just moments after I posted that last video. So I didn't really get a chance to incorporate those Reddit photos. And deep down, I was kind of hoping they were just completely wrong, but they were pretty much on the money. I don't know, maybe it's the consumerism that has finally infected my soul deep down, but I don't know what type of shininess I'm looking for when it comes to like new gear. But I guess to a certain extent, not seeing what it could possibly do, but maybe seeing a picture that may or may not be real. I don't know. I didn't really know how to feel about it per se, but it didn't necessarily make me excited. Now, when I first saw like the promo videos that Ableton dropped on its page, it's definitely intriguing, but at the same time, before I even like dig into it and its capabilities, I have my reservations a little bit. And the main part of my reservations is mainly because, I guess to a certain extent, it's because I'm biased. I'm biased because of how I use Ableton, how I specifically use Ableton. Respectfully, Ableton, if you're watching, respectfully, I do not use Ableton to produce. Really don't. Sorry, not sorry. I do not use Ableton to produce. However, I absolutely use Ableton to perform with. Oh my God, Ableton, if you are watching, you guys are probably the only DAW that has perfected and mastered this particular skill of being able to perform on stage with a DAW. Now, don't get me wrong, I love Logic. I am a Logic lover for life. Now, Logic 10, when it first introduced, it had like a new section. It was loops, and you know what? I got it. I tried it. I rated it 1 to 10. It was a no for me, dog. It was a no for me. I've always wanted to know how to use Ableton or live looping in a performance, and I've tried many other ways, but I just ended up falling into Ableton, and it has been the only thing that I've used so far that is almost foolproof and has been just completely reliable. I've used Ableton Live when I've had to connect my Push 2 to my laptop, completely fine. And then once the Push 3 came out, I was like, oh, fantastic. I can lose the laptop, which I did. I have performed with my Push 3 live in real life, and it's been fantastic. So to a certain extent, I'm biased because I'm thinking in my mind, when I look at this piece of gear, it looks like a mini Push 3. It looks like something that would behave like Push 3. And it doesn't. I was thinking and hoping that the Ableton Move could essentially lower that barrier of entry when it comes to live looping and live performing, because it's not this expensive $2,000 piece of gear, but $500-$600, and it has maybe some of the capabilities, of a Push 3, and you could do live looping, live performing, connect some gear to it, maybe an interface, or maybe just your microphone and vocals and whatever, right? But it's not. It's not. It is not. Now, I do want to actually play the video that was released on the day of. So let's go ahead and do that. $449 is the price if you don't already know. Interesting.
Está increíble. ¿Estás viendo este tamaño?
Okay. Very serene at the end there. Now, in true hypocrite form, even though I'm talking a lot of smack, I'm not gonna hold you. I'd still try it. I know. Talking so much, but yet I would still try it. And the main reason why I would still try it is because I would still try to see if I can figure out a way to warp this into the way that I want to use it, which is in a live setting, in a way that I can bring some of my projects that I have performances already set up and whatever, even if I have to like strip things down or maybe rearrange how I do certain processes of it. I want to be able to perform with something smaller than the Push 3, but that still can do things like the Push 3. Is that so much to ask for? I want to like it. I want to want it. If I'm really honest, I want to have like that urge of, oh, I just gotta get it. But it's like, I don't have that urge. And I'm so used to having that urge to like want anything and everything new and shiny and on the market. But as I've gotten further into my music making career, my music making skill set, you know, you just kind of come to realize that like, if it's not going to provide a solution, like a real solution, then you probably should just, you know, pull back, wait for an opportunity, you know, that when it makes sense to get it. I would still love to try this product, Ableton. I would still love to try it, but I promise you it would mainly be for the challenge of how do I perform with it. But yeah, I just don't feel like it's satisfying something that we were missing in the market. Really don't, really don't. And that's not to knock Ableton at all. I was just really hoping for like an actual mini Push 3 because I don't want to bring my Push 3 everywhere, okay? It's heavy and it's expensive. I guess at the end of the day, you just can't make everybody happy. And I am everybody. But yeah, here we are. Those are my thoughts. Those are my thoughts. I'm very curious to know what you guys think about the Ableton Move. I'm sure you probably commented all over the internet, but I personally would like to hear from you. Leave a comment in the description below, check out one of my other videos, and I'll see you guys in the next one.